Citigroup Bank, ticker symbol C, reports earnings at the end of this week, Friday, January 12, as the banks kick off earnings season. In last week, Friday, January 5th, we detected two sets of unusual options on Citigroup Bank. And so in this video, we will analyze this data, which represents the trades of wealthy investors, to find out what could potentially happen to Citigroup Bank stock for earnings. Will it go up or down? Are these wealthy investors bullish or bearish? So without further ado, let's get to the analysis as usual. For the first one here, January 19, 57 strike calls. While it may appear that this price is being sold here because it is being traded at the bid price and it's red in color, right? We can see here this all happened 12:08, right? It's right here. But we also see that there's some more trades here at the same strikes. This one's 4,000. This is 57 strike calls, right? If we look at multiple trades here, right? This one here, 1127, also 57 strike. Here's 1,000. Now here, this one is being executed at the ask price, and it's green, right? And we have here as well another one being executed at the ask. It's green, so it appears to be a buy. So this could get confusing. There's a sell, a buy. Which is it, right? Well, let's take a look at the chain. Take a look at the chain, January 19. You can see here that it is a very unusual trade, because you can see here at the 57 strikes, we have a total of 27,444 volume, much greater than the open interest of just 898. Based on our analysis of other variables, we believe that there is a higher probability that these 57 strike calls were being bought to open. And when you analyze this trade, this is what it looks like. This is clearly a bullish long trade with a positive 25 delta. Okay, so when we calculate and estimate the value of the trade, we can see here currently $53.27 multiplied by 27,444. Okay, so there was about $1.4 million. Now, because these were also done at different times and there were multiple trades happening, this does not mean that this was one trader, one investor putting in 1.4 million. There were multiple trades happening, multiple lots happening. And that is why this is typically not necessarily one wealthy trader. Okay, it could be multiple traders, and it added to 1.4 million. That is why this trade is not considered a high probability of profit trade, because typically if it's one trader that has 1.4 million trades it, then we would consider that higher probability. And for those stocks, we typically just share with our members only. If you are interested in those stocks based on this type of analysis, put a link to our website at the top here. You can learn how to gain access to those stock picks by joining our membership. And we have a link at the top. You can find out more about that. For this trade though, because it is made up of multiple traders, we don't consider it high probability of profit. Now, if you want an example of a high probability of profit, this potentially is the second set here, 7,500. And why? Well, when we take a look at the June 2024's 55 strike puts, we can see here that this 55 strike here, volume 7,600. So essentially, this is just one trader making this trade, right? So it's just, so it's not multiple trades being done like the previous one. And the price is also a lot higher, right? And we know these are opening, since the open interest is much less than the volume. Okay, and we also saw that the price that was being traded at was 392. Okay, so if we were to multiply that out, 392 by 7,500, you can see that this is 2.94 million. And so that's why it could potentially be a high probability of profit trade. Now, we want to say that it's potential and not, because this is an earnings trade and there is a chance that they did not buy these puts, and that instead of buying these puts, they sold these puts, which is a very different type of trade. If they had bought these puts at the 395, you could see that this is clearly a bearish trade, right? With a negative 47 delta shorting the stock. But there is a very good chance that this is not what they're doing, that they are selling this 55 strike put. You can see here that the price currently now is at 395 to sell to open this trade. Okay, so we believe there's a higher chance that this is what is going on, is that they're actually selling these put options, and this is what the trade looks like. Selling options when the volatility is high is also advantageous right before earnings. You can see here that if Citigroup goes up, this is a profitable trade. If it goes down, it will still be a profitable trade because their break even is all the way at $51, and Citigroup is trading at $54.41. Right, so it could drop in price after earnings and still be a profitable trade because they are selling these puts. Okay, and you can see here that this is a mildly bullish trade with a positive 47 delta, positive theta, and a negative vega, which is good for earnings because volatility will contract and go down after earnings. The other thing to note is that this trade does require a lot of buying power, right? 55 strike puts. If they had sold these at the 55 strike, essentially saying they're willing to own 100 shares of Citigroup at $55 a share, that is $5,500 buying power required for this trade, for one contract. And we know they did 7,500 contracts. So this is potentially a 41.2 million investor. Okay. Investor because June, right? This expires in June. It's not a short-term trade. Okay, so this investor is willing to own Citigroup at the $55 price. We can see here that Citigroup on the charts made a 52-week high very recently on January 4th. And you can see here that it made a 52-week bottom on October 27, and ever since that it's been on a strong uptrend. So comment below, what do you think will happen to Citigroup for earnings? Will it continue to go up, or will it go back down? And as usual, if you are interested in higher probability of profit trades, make sure to go to our website. Put a link here. And as usual, please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and click the bell icon if you want to be notified of unusual options activity. Take care and have a great day.